Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Chino's has 3 sizzling offers for just $9.99 each. Build your own large 3-topping pizza or enjoy a homestyle spaghetti lunch special with that drink, all for only $9.99. And for a limited time, get 2 medium specialty pizzas for just $9.99 each. That's right, a large 3-topping pizza, spaghetti with a drink, or medium specialty pizzas are all just $9.99 each. Chino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, where $9.99 gets you more.
Participating locations are listed at genospizza.com.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978. Specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components. Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel, and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a Coyote, Bush Hog, Vermeer, and Coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin. We offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
Welcome to Biscuit Country, where joy is measured one ladle at a time, where smiles come with a side of gravy, warming the soul. Start your morning at Tudor's Biscuit World with our super breakfast, or dig into the Big Tater, crispy potatoes topped with eggs and bacon, then crowned with savory gravy. And don't forget the classic, gravy over a biscuit. Welcome to Biscuit Country, where at Tudor's, you're always home.
In your time of need, call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia, providing all your needs for pre-needs, burial, cremation, and memorials. We have 2 locations to better serve the public: Wilson Smith Funeral Home in Clay, West Virginia, and Pennington Smith Funeral Home located in Golly Bridge, West Virginia. We offer personalized services and a caring staff. We are with you every step of the way. You will have peace of mind knowing that we are taking care of your loved one. Call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia at 304-587-4244, or Pennington Smith Funeral Home located at 3.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Chino's has 3 sizzling offers for just $9.99 each. Build your own large 3-topping pizza or enjoy a homestyle spaghetti lunch special with that drink. All for only $9.99. And for a limited time, get 2 medium specialty pizzas for just $9.99 each. That's right, a large 3-topping pizza, spaghetti with a drink, or medium specialty pizzas are all just $9.99 each. Chino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, where $9.99 gets you more.
Participating locations are listed at genospizza.com.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978. Specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components. Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel, and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
At People's Bank, the team of local wealth management professionals can help you achieve your financial goals. They provide customized services, including investment management, estate planning, trust administration services, retirement planning, and if you're a business owner, 401k plans for your employees. The strategies are designed to grow and preserve wealth while minimizing risk. People's Bank, working together, building success. Investment products are not FDIC insured, not deposits, and not guaranteed by People's Bank. Not insured by any federal government agency, subject to risk and may lose value.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a coyote, bush hog, Vermeer, and coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin, we offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
Welcome to Biscuit Country, where joy is measured one ladle at a time, where smiles come with a side of gravy, warming the soul. Start your morning at Tudor's Biscuit World with our super breakfast, or dig into the Big Tater, crispy potatoes topped with eggs and bacon, then crowned with savory gravy. And don't forget the classic, gravy over a biscuit. Welcome to Biscuit Country, where at Tudor's, you're always home.
In your time of need, call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia, providing all your needs for pre-needs, burial, cremation, and memorials. We have 2 locations to better serve the public: Wilson Smith Funeral Home in Clay, West Virginia, and Pennington Smith Funeral Home located in Gully Bridge, West Virginia. We offer personalized services and a caring staff. We are with you every step of the way. You will have peace of mind knowing that we are taking care of your loved one. Call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia at 304-587-4244, or Pennington Smith Funeral Home located at 331 Main Street, Gully Bridge, West Virginia at 304-632-2111. Basil W. Smith Jr., LIC owner. Tracy Osborne, office manager. Hunter Jones, apprentice. Staff members Greg Fitzwater, Bobby Joe Harmon, and Candy Dorsey.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Chino's has 3 sizzling offers for just $9.99 each. Build your own large 3-topping pizza or enjoy a homestyle spaghetti lunch special with that drink. All for only $9.99. And for a limited time, get 2 medium specialty pizzas for just $9.99 each. That's right, a large 3-topping pizza, spaghetti with a drink, or medium specialty pizzas are all just $9.99 each. Chino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, where $9.99 gets you more.
Participating locations are listed at genospizza.com.
Tony here. Go-Mart's Groovy Hoops is on now. Earn bonus rewards points and tokens with specially marked items.
Hey, it's Brad checking in. Go to gomart.com or check the app for details.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978. Specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components. Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel, and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
A well-run retirement plan can attract and retain valuable employees, whether your organization has 2 or 2,000. People's Bank offers solutions to determine the best benefits approach that meets your business goals. People's Bank 401k solution offers fully bundled and in-house solutions that eliminate the need for multiple providers, saving you money. People's Bank, working together, building success. Investment products are not FDIC insured, not deposits, and not guaranteed by People's Bank. Not insured by any federal government agency, subject to risk and may lose value.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a Coyote, Bush Hog, Vermeer, and Coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897, family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin, we offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
Welcome to Biscuit Country, where joy is measured one ladle at a time, where smiles come with a side of gravy, warming the soul. Start your morning at Tudor's Biscuit World with our super breakfast, or dig into the Big Tater, crispy potatoes topped with eggs and bacon, then crowned with savory gravy. And don't forget the classic, gravy over a biscuit. Welcome to Biscuit Country, where at Tudor's, you're always home.
In your time of need, call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia, providing all your needs for pre-needs, burial, cremation, and memorials. We have 2 locations to better serve the public: Wilson Smith Funeral Home in Clay, West Virginia, and Pennington Smith Funeral Home located in Golly Bridge, West Virginia. We offer personalized services and a caring staff. We are with you every step of the way. You will have peace of mind knowing that we are taking care of your loved one. Call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia at 304-587-4244, or Pennington Smith Funeral Home located at 331 Main Street, Golly Bridge, West Virginia at 304-632-2111. Basil W. Smith Jr., LIC owner. Tracy Osborne, office manager. Hunter Jones, apprentice. Staff members Greg Fitzwater, Bobby Joe Harmon, and Candy Dorsey.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
Tony here. Go-Mart's Groovy Hoops is on now. Earn bonus rewards points and tokens with specially marked items.
Hey, it's Brad checking in. Go to gomart.com or check the app for details.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Clay County High School. I'm Alan Tanner, alongside Dylan Vaughn and Coach Jason Nichols, and we are live here at Bradley Field for some softball action this evening. I want to welcome everyone in. Thanks for tuning in. It's second day in a row. We got some softball going on. It's the Panthers of Clay taking on the Lady Red Devils of Calhoun County. Both teams are out at home plate and are getting ready to get started here. Dill, Coach, welcome in, and are you excited for hopefully another repeat of yesterday?
I know I am, Al. Yesterday the girls scored, 42 runs or something along that, so hopefully the bats will still be working today. We got, Riley Murphy on the mound, so, we've played them in a scrimmage, and it was a pretty tight scrimmage. I don't remember exactly how it panned out, but, I'm pretty excited. What about you, Dill?
I'm excited to be here, fellas. Sorry I couldn't be there yesterday, but everything looked and sounded excellent. You all did a good job up there. I just hope we saved some hits and some runs for today.
Oh, I did too.
Remedy Riddle on the mound for Calhoun. We watched her pitch in our scrimmage. Looked pretty good in that matchup. We got some stats on her here that we'll give here in just a little bit. But I'm excited for some softball here this evening, fellas.
For the Panthers, it's going to be Emma Arnold leading off, playing shortstop. Brooklyn Morton will bat second in center field. Addison Taylor will bat third. And at playing first base, Riley Murphy in the cleanup spot, and she will also be pitching this evening. Hannah Gandy will bat fifth and do the catching. Layla Parker in the sixth hole will play third base. Roxy Schoolcraft will bat seventh, and she's at second base. Lainey Sears, who hit a home run yesterday, is down in the 8 hole. She'll play left field. And Lily Nichols will bat ninth and play right field. What do we have for Calhoun?
All right, for Calhoun, they're going to lead off Kendall Snodgrass, number 21. She's a shortstop. Batting second will be Remedy Riddle, the pitcher. She's number 15. Batting third will be Briley Wilson. She's the left fielder. She's going to be number 22 this evening. Batting cleanup, number 10, Rayleigh Cunningham playing first base. Batting fifth will be number 11, Carly Nelson playing third base. Batting sixth, Tiara Rogers, the right fielder. She'll be number 13. Batting seventh, Kalia Morris, the second baseman. She'll be number 12. Batting eighth, Faith McLean, number 8. She'll also be in center field this evening. And batting ninth, Gabby Smith, number 5, the catcher.
Well, it's going to be a steady dose of Remedy Riddle this evening. I know we've got some stats on her, I believe, but we've already seen her once in the first scrimmage of the year. I believe she's pretty good. What has she done this year?
Well, pitching-wise, we found some stats online here. 37 innings pitched. She's really been the only one that has started a game for Calhoun from what I could see. 6.62 ERA, 52 strikeouts, only 5 walks, so she's going to be in the strike zone. She has given up 76 runs. Only 35 of those are earned. We say only that we did talk about that a little bit ago. That's still quite a bit of earned runs, but when you're giving up 76 runs and half of them are earned, that's tough.
Yep, and so I don't know. You never know how those unearned runs come across, whether it be walks or errors, but hopefully we don't care if they're earned or unearned. If they are on our side of the scoreboard, then that's always a good thing.
Well, it sounds like she's going to be in the strike zone. We got to be out here ready to hit the ball.
Yep, and yesterday, if that was any indication, yesterday's game, the Panthers hit the ball all over the field yesterday. And although we may not see probably a little more speed in Remedy Riddle's pitches than we saw yesterday from Braxton, still the same concept applies, wouldn't you say, Coach? Just find a pitch in the zone and find somewhere to drive it.
Yeah, and as the season goes on and you get more and more at-bats, you start to feel more and more comfortable at the plate. So, I would expect that our girls will probably put the ball in the bat a little more often than we did in the scrimmage. Remedy is a good pitcher, as we've known, but I just feel that the girls were seeing the ball yesterday, and I have a feeling we'll probably be doing that a little bit today as well.
Well, we hope so. The weather is beautiful, and the last few games we've had here at home, it's been brutal cold and windy. So hopefully that plays right into it, too. I know it has to be a lot easier to hit and just to play in general when it's not freezing cold. So we'll see what happens here. Again, we got a few last warm-up pitches. We'll probably talk a lot about Hannah Gandy behind the plate this afternoon as she does a good job of holding runners on. And with that being said, I'll stop right now because I think it is time to play some softball.
Absolutely.
And we have Kendall Snodgrass. She's the shortstop, number 21, will lead things off for the Lady Red Devils. We'll have 2 camera angles for you as usual, one right behind the mound, and then, of course, the one here from the side that we will try to keep moving around as the first pitch is underway, and it is a strike right in there. Good start for Riley Murphy on the mound, and it feels like softball. We got cheers coming from the dugout, and everybody's smiling, and here we go. Here is pitch number 2 from Riley Murphy. She'll step back into the circle. It's right in there. This one a little high, maybe outside for a ball. 1-1 the count.
Al, on the season, Snodgrass batting .250 with 2 doubles. She's 6 for 24 so far early on in the season.
So can put the ball in play. Not a super high batting average here, so we got a chance to get an out as that one is high again for ball number 2. 2-1 to the leadoff batter in this ball game, top of the first inning. Clay County and Calhoun County it wasn't, but about 2 weeks ago these teams faced off in a scrimmage. I'm sure things will be a little different. There's a good pitch right on that inside corner. Wow. And 4 pitches in. Snodgrass has yet to get the bat off her shoulder. We'll see if she'll be looking to do so here with 2 strikes. Murphy doing a really good job of finding that strike zone. She's been all around it, even in the pitches out of the zone, have been pretty close. Here's the next one. Swing, fouled straight back, and it will stay even at 2-2.
nice crowd out tonight too, Coach. As we're getting started here, it looks like everybody's excited.
I was going to say we got people in the outfield, we got people down the left field line, and of course in the right line bleachers.
Well, it helps when you have some nice weather. It's easier to come out when it's 75 degrees.
Here's the next pitch that stays just a little bit high. Good patience by Snodgrass staying alive, and it is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the first inning to the first batter, Remedy Riddle, the pitcher, on deck. Will be really nice to get an early out here if you're Murphy. And there it is, strike 3 swinging, 1 out. Snodgrass goes down swinging.
Big to get that first out in the inning. Big time out there. You know, it keeps the bases empty with the number 2 batter coming up.
Yep, here's Riddle stepping in. She'll pitch for Calhoun. One of these days, we keep saying it, and then we always forget to change the timing on that. Maybe the replay will work one of these days. But Murphy's going to face off against her counterpart, Riddle. And this one is high for a ball. Now, maybe some family of yours, right, Coach Remedy?
Yeah, Remedy, she'll probably be over at Easter Sunday dinner.
Right. Well, you can talk about this, and hopefully in a good way.
Absolutely.
As we can say, you pitched a good game, but you got the loss.
Yeah.
This next pitch high for a ball, 2-0.
Early in the season, Remedy is batting .200, 4 for 20, 3 doubles, and 4 RBIs. So she got some pop in that bat if she can get a hold of it.
She stands in, back in that batter's box. That pitch comes in low, and it's 3-0. And again, first inning woes. Seems like every softball game we go to, a lot of these pitchers have a tough time. Now, yesterday, the Panthers hit the strike zone well early and often. And we'll see what happens here. That one's inside, and Riddle's going to take a 4-pitch walk. She will head down to first base, and that will bring to the plate Briley Wilson, the left fielder, number 22.
You mentioned yesterday, Coach, I don't know if you noticed this, but we only gave up 1 hit in the entire doubleheader.
Pretty impressive stuff, for sure. Brooklyn Morton obviously coming away. As this one is hit, it's popped up right to the second baseman. Schoolcraft makes the easy catch. Riddle has to stay right on first base, and now there is 2 outs in the inning, and the cleanup batter, Rayleigh Cunningham, will step in.
Rayleigh coming to the plate here, .333 on the season, 7 hits and 21 at-bats, 3 doubles and 2 RBIs.
Rayleigh stands way up in the box. Now she'll step out for a moment. You saw Riddle stand way back in the box to give herself an extra bit of time. Cunningham stands right in the front of that box. She fouls this first pitch back into the cage for strike number 1. So early on, Murphy working ahead in the count. No balls and a strike. 2 outs in the inning. Not really much interest in getting off those bases so far for Calhoun. I don't know that they're necessarily looking to steal. This pitch is fouled off again. And now it's strike 2. And we saw something from Brooke yesterday. She threw some sort of off-speed pitch. I'm not sure exactly what that was, but she had Braxton swinging out in front. Maybe that's something they've been working on. And let's see if Murphy tries to do the same here with 2 outs and 2 strikes. This is Rayleigh Cunningham, the first baseman, number 10, ready to go. A slight pause here as Murphy looks at the wristband, gets the pitch call. Now she'll step back up to the circle, and here's the pitch. Swung on and again fouled back, so Cunningham making good contact, staying right in there, battling, trying to advance that runner. Boy, it'd feel good to get 3 quick outs here if you're Clay County.
Yeah, Cunningham has a couple good hacks in this at bat, so, I would expect her to put the ball in play.
Defense is all set behind her. Here's the next pitch. That one rolls in, and now Riddle's going to take off. Gandy's going to throw down to second. She's in there safe, but boy, Gandy didn't get the best start to chase that ball down and still made it pretty close. The play at second was, she wasn't far from getting her out there, so good job by Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah's athletic back there, can make a good, strong throw. Riddle had a pretty good jump to get down to the second base, though. Let's see if we can't put Cunningham away with this pitch as she does.
There it is, strike 3 looking. Murphy gets the strikeout. You're going to see it right here.
I don't think we are.
Well, we hope so.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it was there. So that's how the top of the first ends. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Panthers coming up. It'll be Arnold followed by Morton and Taylor right here on WVRC Clay County Sports. We'll be right back right after this.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a Coyote, Bush Hog, Vermeer, and Coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
We are back, and it is Emma Arnold leading things off for the Lady Panthers. Bottom of the first inning to start off this game. Again, it's going to be Arnold, the shortstop. She'll be followed by Morton, the center fielder, and then Addison Taylor, the first baseman, as she steps in, the right-handed batter, ready to go, seeing the pitch from Remedy Riddle. And she shows bunt, pulls the bat back. It's a strike on the outside corner, strike number one. And we are all set to go. 0-1 the count. Emma Arnold. Emma had a nice game yesterday, had several hits. She shows bunt again. She does bunt this one, but it goes foul. And now down 2 strikes in the count. I imagine she will have to, the bunt will be off, and she'll be swinging.
Probably right. Try to put the ball in play somewhere, make the defense make a play, and maybe choke up a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here is the pitch from Riddle. That one's low and outside for a ball. And it is 1-2 to Emma Arnold. Emma, the lone senior on the team, plays shortstop, has some speed, has moved up to the leadoff spot here in this lineup. Good eyes. She takes ball number 2. And now it's 2-2, and Emma loves to swing. She doesn't, not many pitches that she doesn't like, and she does usually make pretty good contact here, so we'll see what happens as Riddle is set for the pitch. Swing and foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike number 3, and that's the first out of the inning. Strikeout swinging.
Well, the previous 2 pitches, she'd gone down in the zone, couldn't quite get a swing and miss. She comes right back to the middle of the plate, and it looked like Arnold just swung over the top of it. So there's 1 away, and who do we have here, Al?
Brooklyn Morton. Brooke playing center field this afternoon. Did throw a no-hitter yesterday.
Wow. That's awesome.
She also had 3 doubles.
Yeah, 3 doubles. She hit the ball really hard yesterday. She takes that one low for a ball. Brooklyn, a really good hitter, has good, has usually pretty good plate appearances for the Panthers. Good plate discipline as well. Here's the next one. She puts this one on the ground right to Riddle, who throws it over to first base for the easy out. And very quickly, there are 2 away. What a play there by Riddle, fielding her position well.
Boy, I tell you, off the bat, I thought that was ticketed right up the middle for center field, and Riddle got down there and made a nice play on it. Yeah. Good, strong throw over to first.
That's usually where you want to try to hit it, right back up the middle. But with Riddle standing right there, nothing doing. And now Addison Taylor is a 2-out batter. She stands in and takes this first pitch low for ball number 1. Both dugouts up and screaming today, as that warm weather tends to do that for softball, and it seems more like a typical softball game. Here's the next pitch from Riddle. That one stays low. Boy, it was close. Not high enough to get the strike call. And now Taylor in a good spot here. Ahead in the count, 2-0 with no runners on and 2 early outs. You've got Riley Murphy standing in the on-deck circle here waiting. As that one high, it's chopped to third base. The throw over to first, not in time. And safe is the call. And Addison Taylor puts it in play. And Are we going to score that a hit? Well, it may have been.
Do you have a replay?
We do not.
I think that's a hit.
She fielded it clean and threw it over there. I think the runner just beat it out.
I'd look for Taylor to get in scoring position with the stolen base here for Murphy.
So Addison ran all over the field yesterday. There she goes. The throw down will not be in time. Addison is upstanding. And now you've got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and with Murphy at the plate. Look for some action here early on in this count. And was that first pitch a ball?
It was.
Ball number 1, so 1-0 to Murphy. Here's the next pitch. That stays outside for ball number 2, and Taylor goes to third. Before you can blink, she's at third base.
Yep.
I didn't even see. Was there a throw?
No throw. She, the third baseman was on the bag, but they had no shot at getting her. She took off immediately. Now Riddle comes back to the plate. Swung on, a good contact made there, but foul. Well, you could hear it off the bat.
Goodness sakes. We talk about hitterish in baseball. You just see a swing that looks different. That swing looked different right there.
Yes.
She lines that one out. That might be over the left field fence over there.
Murphy stands in, ahead 2-1 in the count. Here's a pitch from Riddle. That one hit
to Jeremy.
Right over and foul. And, yeah, that was almost to you, Jeremy. Get out there and catch it. 2-2, the count. Yep, just hold his hat open. And they got to be careful here as where that ball was thrown back to the pitcher, and Addison picked it up for him. I thought she might let it roll and go home.
Well, I guess it was in foul play if it hit the fence.
Yeah, well, when they throw it back to the pitcher, can you run? Once they throw it back in, I don't know. That one, another hard hit ball, but foul right over and hit 2 cars. Love that.
Just a glancing blow. I don't think any damage, but
maybe just a small dent.
Maybe a dent.
Then this heat comes back. It'll pop right out.
Right.
All right, 2-2 the count to Murphy. Here it is. Shot up the middle. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. Murphy will round first and hold there, and that's an RBI single for Riley Murphy, and a little 2-out magic here for the Lady Panthers. That went right through the center, to the center fielder, I should say, and it is 1-0. How about that piece of hitting?
Yeah, Dylan called it. He said the swing just looks a little different, and you can see by that action that the ball came off the bat a little differently as well.
Yep, and here is Hannah Gandy, the catcher. She takes first pitch low for a ball, and there were 2 quick outs, and that's why you never quit, because Addison doing a really good job on the bases, was able to get on with that little chopper to third and ends up scoring on the single from Murphy, and that's 1-0. Here's the next pitch. Gandy swings and misses foul. That is 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. And Gandy will step back in here, trying to help the Panthers. Murphy on first, another swing, and she just barely got a piece of that one, fouls it back again. But you're right, Coach, you mentioned it. The Panthers definitely are getting better at the plate, making more contact, looking more comfortable, playing more relaxed. We'll see if that turns into some more runs. Here's the next pitch. That one's high for a ball. It's 2-2 the count, as the Panthers doing a little first inning magic here. 1 run on 2 hits. Riddle steps back into the circle. She is ready. So is Gandy. Here's the pitch. Low. It gets away. Murphy will take off for second. She'll be in there easily. And it is 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now full count to Murphy, or correction, to Gandy, as Murphy standing on second base. She'll advance on the pass ball. And here we go. Full count. Hannah stands in. Here's the pitch from Riddle. Swung on, little chopper right back to Remedy. She throws it over to first in time for the out, but the damage done as Murphy singles in a run, and the Panthers lead 1-0. We'll head to the top of the second. We'll be right back right after this. This is WVRC, Clay County Sports.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin. We offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
Welcome to Biscuit Country, where joy is measured one ladle at a time, where smiles come with a side of gravy, warming the soul. Start your morning at Tudor's Biscuit World with our super breakfast, or dig into the Big Tater, crispy potatoes topped with eggs and bacon, then crowned with savory gravy. And don't forget the classic, gravy over a biscuit. Welcome to Biscuit Country, where at Tudor's, you're always home.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
We are back here for the top of the second inning, and Carly Nelson, the third baseman, number 11, will stand in to hit from the right-handed batter's box. Riley Murphy back on the mound for her second inning of work. First pitch stays low for a ball, but Riley really working the lower part of the zone, and it is really hard to hit those pitches down low. A lot harder to see, so we'll see if she can continue to work there and stay out of the middle of the zone, because we know this Calhoun Lady Red Devil team can hit the ball. This one stays inside for ball number 2, and now it's 2-0.
Early in the season, Carly Nelson, a 2-11 batter with 1 RBI. She got 4 hits and 19 at-bats.
So throw strikes. Nelson hasn't had a ton of hits, and she swings right through that one. Boy.
A lot of speed on that. You can hear it from up here.
See, sometimes Riley, it's almost like she tries to hit her spots, and then when she can't get it, she just rears back and slings one in there, and that's maybe the recipe for success here. As it's 2-1. Here's the next one. That one hit into center field. Oh, and a diving. Morton can't make the play, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Nelson will stand in second. Now she's heading for third. The throw's going to be there. She is
out, I believe.
Is she out?
Not sure. He gave an out and a safe sign.
I couldn't tell.
Out. He called her out.
And she is out of there. Okay, so I thought the throw beat her for sure. She was out, and good call there by the umpire. We had a replay on it, and how about that? Give up a hit. Boy, Nelson really put a charge into that one.
Yes, she did.
And Brooklyn tried to make a nice diving catch, but out trying to stretch it into a triple.
Yeah, you never want to make the first out at third base, especially stretching a double into a triple, but that's apparently what just happened.
Tiara Rogers swings and misses as she is up now with 1 out. That will be a hit and an out on the bases. So now with 1 away, that pitch swung on and fouled again. So Rogers quickly down 0-2. And a little update on the baseball team, who is at South Charleston, by the way, if you're watching. They're down 1-0 early to the South Charleston Black Eagles. We'll keep an eye on that one. 0-2 count. Murphy comes back, swing and a miss, pulled the chain. A little off-speed pitch gets Rogers swinging. How about that one? We're going to see a replay of it right here. Just never got there.
A lot of times you'll say she took a little bit off that one. That time she took a lot off of that fastball. Man, had her way out in front. Not much you could do there.
All right, so that'll bring up Kaylia Morris. Morris plays second base. Where's number 12? She stands in the right-handed batter's box. This pitch way up high for ball number 1.
And now I'll tell you, we got to be careful here. Now we're down towards the bottom of the order, but Kaylia Morris this season, if the stats are correct, 5 for 20, a double, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs.
So some power and been getting on base for sure, getting hits. So we'll see if Murphy can take care of things here with 2 outs. Panthers did all their scoring with 2 outs in the top or the bottom of the first inning. So we need to bear down and get this last out here. You got Morris at the plate. If she were to reach, it will be Faith McLean, the center fielder, coming up next. Murphy stands in. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed, and you could hear it hit the mitt of the catcher. Maybe pull the string on her again. We'll see.
There you go.
Morris at the ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off the top of the cage. Count now at 2-2. So we got Morris now at 2 strikes.
You know that last pitch in the last at bat has to be in Morris's head right now. You could probably either go high up in the zone with nice speed, or you could go with that off-speed pitch we saw just a minute ago, and Morris is going to have a lot of trouble figuring out which one's coming as a fastball.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 3. You're going to see it right here. Another good pitch from Riley Murphy. Morris swings through it, can't make contact. And that is how the top of the second ends. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Clay County leads. This is WVRC Clay County Sports. We'll be right back.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a Coyote, Bush Hog, Vermeer, and Coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin, we offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
All right, we are back here for the bottom of the second inning. First pitch swinging for Layla Parker. She pops it up into the infield for an out. The catch made by number 21, Kendall Snodgrass, and we are underway for the bottom of the second. That was Layla Parker, the third baseman, with the first out of the inning on 1 pitch. And now that will bring up second baseman Roxy Schoolcraft, who hit a really hard ball late in the second game yesterday from low. And maybe you just wonder, and there's another hard shot, but it will land foul. But as I was saying, she seems to have something a little different on her swing and feels much more comfortable.
That thing landed about 5 feet foul. If that falls in for right inside that fair foul line, that's probably a double for Schoolcraft.
Yep, indeed. Here's the next one. That one stays low for a ball, 1-1. She has just looked much more comfortable at the plate. Of course, she's just a freshman. And so these first few games were her first ever high school action. And pretty impressive for a freshman to be able to step in here and do this. And now here's the next one. She hits it hard, goes right to the third baseman. A good play, but the throw not there. The throw sails over the head of the first baseman, Cunningham, and that'll be a runner on base as Schoolcraft will reach on the error.
Yeah, you know, nice pick over there by the third baseman.
Nelson.
Just not a very accurate throw, but Roxy did a good job putting the bat on the ball.
Yeah, that was Carly Nelson made an excellent play on it. Just couldn't make the throw, so hopefully the Panthers can convert that into a run. And now here's Lainey Sears. Of course, Lainey has definite power. Schoolcraft off and running. The throw is there. She's out of there. And just didn't get the best jump. It was a good throw as Schoolcraft was out. And that's going to erase that runner immediately. And you'll have that, but I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, you know, aggressiveness on the base pass is a big deal in softball. And, you know, you just got to keep at it.
Yep, and it'll pay off eventually as Lainey Sears now steps in, swing and a miss. And she has that big looping swing.
Mm-hmm.
If that ball lands in that swing path, look out.
Yeah,
we'll try to improve our home run call.
She had 2 doubles and a homer yesterday.
Here's the next pitch from Riddle. That one bounces in there for a ball. 1-1 the count. As and maybe it's 2-1 deal. It is 2-1.
Okay.
I thought I had it mixed up for a minute. All right, here's Riddle. Here she comes. Swing and a miss.
Well,
and I guess that was strike 3, so the scoreboard here was wrong as well.
Okay.
All right, so
that's the end of the inning.
That is the end of the inning. What a quick one. And the Panthers will come back out to play defense. We head to the bottom or the top of the third. It is 1-0. Clay County leads on WVRC Clay County Sports. We'll be right back right after this.
Welcome to Biscuit Country, where joy is measured one ladle at a time, where smiles come with a side of gravy, warming the soul. Start your morning at Tudor's Biscuit World with our super breakfast, or dig into the Big Tater, crispy potatoes topped with eggs and bacon, then crowned with savory gravy. And don't forget the classic, gravy over a biscuit. Welcome to Biscuit Country, where at Tudor's, you're always home.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
We are back, top of the third inning. Faith McLean steps into the batter's box for the Lady Red Devils. Panthers leading 1-0. It's Murphy back on the mound. First pitch is swung on and missed a little high. Caught the eye of Faith McLean, and she took a hack at it. Couldn't make contact. No balls and a strike.
Early in the season, McLean only 10 plate appearances so far. 2 hits, 3 runs scored. So seeing a good speed on the pitch by Riley Murphy got to be tough for her here with just 10 plate appearances so far on the young season now.
Yeah, McLean stands in there and looks at that one for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Murphy stares down Gandy now, throws that one in there, and it's swung on and missed again by McLean. And now you're at 1-2. And at the bottom of the order here with McLean followed by Smith, the 8-9 batters, you want to get 2 outs before you get back to Snodgrass, who we know can hit. Here's the next pitch. Oh, close pitch. Couldn't get the call. And that's actually been a pretty consistent spot. It's been a ball all night, but, man, it is really close to those kneecaps. And it is 2-2. Murphy will readjust and come back to the plate. That one a little lower than that. 3-2 the count, and you've worked it full. If you're McLean and in Calhoun County, you got to be thinking just get on base any way you can here. Maybe we can turn the lineup over. If you're Panthers, you do not want to put these ladies at the bottom of the order on for free. And that's ball 4. So McLean's going to go to first base. And now you're going to have to deal with Gabby Smith, the catcher. And in the on-deck circle, leadoff batter Kendall Snodgrass.
And now Gabby Smith, pretty respectable average, 267. She has 4 runs batted in this year. She's 4 for 15 to this point. So you still got to be careful, even though she's the non-batter here.
Yep, maybe another leadoff hitter for the Red Devils. She bunts this one.
Looky there.
Caught it! Hannah Gandy with the catch off the bunt. Man, you don't see that often.
What a play.
What a catch.
She just, I don't even know how she was able to dive with the batter standing in there, but we'll take it. 1 out in the inning, and now it is Kendall Snodgrass.
What a play by Hannah Gandy.
Well, you ain't kidding. An athletic play for sure. Here is Snodgrass, takes a pitch high for a ball. Gandy gives a look down to first base. Runner back in plenty of time. She doesn't even make the throw. It is 1-0 the count as they catch the sign and get set for the pitch. Does Coach Parker call the pitches there? Any idea, Coach?
One of them is because Riley keeps looking at her wristband, which obviously has pitch calls on it, so somebody is calling the pitches.
It looks like Carly Caldwell might be the one that's relaying something to Hannah.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Well, that one had some speed on it. You heard it hit the catcher's mitt. It is 2 balls and a strike. Kendall Snodgrass, what did she do first inning?
She struck out the first inning.
Swung Swing and a miss, strike 2. How about we roll on up here for a double play?
Absolutely, and if nothing else, go right up to that zone again. They are very late on these fastballs from Gabby Smith, Al.
Yes, here is Murphy, does it again, but she tips that one back. Just got enough of it there. That one almost caught by Gandy. She couldn't reel it in, and it is 2-2 the count. Riley Murphy back in the circle. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. 1-0. Clay County leads. Here's the pitch. There it is. Strike 3, and that is only out number 2.
I'll tell you one thing, Al. That is Murphy's 5th strikeout already in 2 2/3 innings.
Yep, it looks like we might have thought that was out number 3, but thankfully a runner didn't advance right there.
Yeah.
And I believe she could have ran right there, right?
She absolutely could have.
So 2 outs in the inning, and that will bring up Remedy Riddle. Remedy, if I'm not mistaken, had a 4-pitch walk. And boy, she smacks that one foul off the fence pole over there.
I hope our fence is okay.
Yeah, and the third base coach over there just about lost her head. That thing came whizzing past, and that'll get you thinking, won't it?
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, let's go high right here. She's ready to swing. Let's see if we can't get one up in the zone. We go back down in the zone. That's fouled off. 0-2 the count.
Al, as much as she's ahead of that, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see the changeup.
Well, yeah, she is looking for something hard to hit. We've saw the changeup here already in this ball game. Let's see if we come back to it. Here it is. Stays low. Runner off and running. Here is the throw down. Not in time. The throw high and a little late. And that is a stolen base. Or, well, I don't think that would be a stolen base, though, would it? Be a wild pitch.
Probably a wild pitch, yeah.
And McLean will advance on the wild pitch. Riddle stands in, down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Low again, ball number 2.
Another good stop back there for the catcher.
Yeah, agreed, as she is keeping that thing from getting past. And we all know what can happen. If a runner on first is a lot different than a runner on third. So try to keep her off third base. Again, another pitch fouled off the fence. 2-2 the count. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Remedy Riddle putting up a good battle here, and it's always tough when she comes to the plate. She is such a good hitter. What is her average this year?
I've got her at 200 batting average, but she got some pop. 3 doubles, 4 RBIs.
Here's the next pitch. That one hit, popped up. We got a chance for an out here. Parker makes the play over at third for out number 3. Good inning for the Panthers there. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It will be Lily Nichols, and then back to the top of the order, Emma Arnold and Brooklyn Morton. When we come back, we'll take a break. This is WVRC, Clay County Sports.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Chino's has 3 sizzling offers for just $9.99 each. Build your own large 3-topping pizza or enjoy a homestyle spaghetti lunch special with that drink. All for only $9.99. And for a limited time, get 2 medium specialty pizzas for just $9.99 each. That's right, a large 3-topping pizza, spaghetti with a drink, or medium specialty pizzas are all just $9.99 each. Chino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, where $9.99 gets you more.
Participating locations are listed at genospizza.com.
Tony here. Go-Mart's Groovy Hoops is on now. Earn bonus rewards points and tokens with specially marked items.
Hey, it's Brad checking in. Go to gomart.com or check the app for details.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978. Specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components. Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel, and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
We are back here for the bottom of the 3rd inning, and here is Lily Nichols. Squares around, puts a good bunt down, but it goes foul. I thought that was going to stay fair. I think on a grass field, that might have stayed fair.
Was that top spin or back spin on that ball that made it go?
Looked like a little back spin. I think she was a little underneath it.
Yep, but it was a good effort here. We'll see if she does it again. She's going to swing away, but it's a ball. 1-1 the count to the right fielder, Lily Nichols, who had a couple good hits as well yesterday. Her first plate appearance this afternoon. We'll see if she can't get it started at the top of the order. Swung on, was behind that one, and it is strike 2. We got a cousin-on-cousin battle here.
Absolutely. She struck Lily out the last time they faced each other.
All right, Nichols looking for contact. Here it is. And strikes her out, looking on the outside corner. And that is the first out of the inning. And now we're back to the top of the order. It's Emma Arnold.
Emma struck out in her first plate appearance of the day.
Emma stands in looking for some revenge here in the bottom of the third inning. Arnold set to go. Here's the pitch from Riddle. Swung on, hit foul off the cage. No balls and 1 strike. Put a good swing on it that time, though.
Yeah. You know, both pitchers pitching a nice game so far today. We've only had, 2 base runners, and they've had 2.
Yeah, not a lot of walks. Both pitchers in the strike zone as that one nearly hit Arnold. I don't know, Murphy has walked, 1 batter?
Murphy's walked 2 batters. We've actually had 3 base runners because we did reach on an error.
Here is the next pitch from Riddle. Stands in there. It cannot find the corner of the plate. It's 2 balls and a strike. Remedy working in inning number 3. Has given up 2 hits so far in this ball game. And here's the next pitch. That one hit hard. It'll get into the center. Oh, it goes all the way to the wall. The right fielder unable to get it. And it kind of went behind that fence area. They're going to throw it in. Arnold's going to run all the way home and score. And are they going to give that an inside the park home run, or are they going to say ground rule double?
It should be a ground rule double. The player did hold her hand up, but I don't believe the umpire recognized it. She should have just not picked it up. You know, because she reached back and picked it up, the umpires may not have had a chance to see it.
Yeah, there's like a little area between fences back there where it was at. She raised her hand, but then she picked it up. You're right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
A lot of times if you just throw the hands up, it's going to be a double. But once you reach for the ball, I think that turns it into a live ball again if you can pull it out.
Yeah, she definitely threw her hands up, but probably did not have it in a point long enough for the umpire to even see that. It's kind of like when you call a fair catch. If you don't get your hands all the way up, you know, maybe the umpire didn't quite, or the referee in that case in a football game didn't quite get it. So I guess they will rule it a home run.
All right, they're going to go out and talk to the right fielder here and let her know what happened. I think you're right. Once she picks that thing up and throws it in, I don't know how you could call it a dead ball if she's able to pick it up and throw it in.
Well, if she would have just stood there, kept her hands up, not done anything, you know, let the umpire assess it, then it would have been a ground rule double for sure.
All right, so we're going to credit an inside the park home run for Emma Arnold as Brooklyn Morton stands in and takes ball number 1. It is 2-0. Clay County leads.
Well, fellas, if you've ever watched a Cubs game in July and August with that ivy in the outfield, you see that a lot.
Yeah, yes, as this one hit hard right to the second baseman. The deflection, and the shortstop throws her out. Boy, how about that?
Oh, 4-6-3 out.
Off the foot of the second baseman right into the shortstop's glove.
What a play.
You don't see very many 4-6-3 out at first, no double play.
Right.
Man, what a play. And so Morton is out at first. And it's Addison Taylor who scored a run earlier back in the batter's box. I think we credited her for a hit in her first at bat. She chopped one right to the third baseman and hustled down the line and beat it out. She stands in. Here's the next pitch inside for ball number 2. 2-0 the count.
What have you noticed, Al and Dale, on these last 2 batters? Second time through the order, putting a little more juice behind our bat.
Yeah, now we've saw Riddle one time. There's another sharp grounder to the second baseman. This time she is able to make the play. The out made at first base, that was Morris, and that is out number 3.
That is the third out.
All right, so that will take us to the next half inning. Panthers lead 2-1. We'll take the field. We'll be right back right after this on WVRC Clay County Sports.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a coyote, bush hog, Vermeer, and coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
We are back live here at Bradley Field as the Panthers are taking the field up 2-0, and on an interesting home run for sure. Ball got caught kind of in between fences. The right fielder initially threw her hands up, but then picked it up and threw it in. I guess just probably got in a hurry. And
well,
so,
that would probably be a natural thing to do, just to reach down and pick up the ball because it's laying right in front of you.
Yeah.
But you just got to hold your hands up.
This is this Briley Wilson?
That's who I have, Briley Wilson at the plate. First at bat, she popped out to the second baseman, I believe.
All right, Wilson standing in, the left fielder fouled the first pitch off. It is no balls and a strike. Wilson ready to go here. And Murphy stands on the circle. Here is the pitch. Swung on and missed. Well, she didn't have a chance at that one. Murphy seems like she's really starting to come into her own here in this ball game here. We're in the 4th inning already. Pretty quickly, fast-paced game.
Yeah, they ought to play 2.
Here's the next pitch. This one hit into the right field area. It will get down for a hit. Nichols picks it up. Throws it back in, and that is going to be a single for Briley Wilson, and she'll be on first with nobody out, and that will bring up third baseman Carly Nelson.
Only the second hit of the day for that Riley's given up on the mound.
Correction, this is Rayleigh Cunningham. I had that wrong. Rayleigh's the first baseman. Nelson's in the on-deck circle here. And what did Rayleigh do last time?
Struck out.
So we can take that as she hits that one. That may be gone. Gone. Home run. Rayleigh Cunningham ties this thing up with a 2-run blast into center field. Man, oh man.
Now, you said I didn't get to be at the game yesterday, but you said Laney Sears' ball off the bat just looked different. That one had a different trajectory to it than what I've seen so far. You could tell off the bat that was trouble.
Yep, a 2-run blast for first baseman Rayleigh Cunningham, and we are all tied up here at 2 apiece.
Man.
She hit that one hard, didn't she?
Man, that was left center field. That's a full 200-foot shot.
As we said, deep part of the outfield too, and you saw Morton and Sears come over and like they were going to try to get underneath it, but not a shot. That one landed out there about the 30-yard line on the football field.
Her first home run of the season. That'll be RBI's number 5 and 6, I believe, or no, 3 and 4 on the season for Cunningham.
And here's Carly Nelson now standing in. I believe she had a hit last time.
Yeah, she had a double, got thrown out going to third.
Yes, so she hit one hard all the way to the wall. We'll see if Panthers can't find a way to get her out here. Nobody out in the inning. First 2 batters score for the Lady Red Devils. 2-2 your score. That pitch high for ball number 2. And if you're Riley Murphy here, you just got to shake that one off and try to move on and not worry about it. new ball game.
Yeah, as well as she's pitched, you can't let one mistake get to you and turn into that snowball effect we've seen from other sports.
Here's the next pitch. That one fouled right off the mask of Gandy.
Ouch.
And she'll take a break here and try to settle down.
Yeah, she may be seeing some stars.
Hit right off the front of that mask. She'll stand up and shake it off, I'm sure, and get back in there. Who is the backup catcher, I wonder? Any idea, Coach?
Our backup catcher, I believe, is Emma Arnold.
Emma right now playing shortstop. Hannah is okay, and she will stay in there and just kind of shake it off. And now we're back to the plate to Nelson. 2-1 the count. Murphy steps back up, and now here's the pitch. That one gets away from her. It's ball 3, 3-1 the count. You've got Nelson at the plate. She'll be followed by Tiara Rogers and Kalia Morris. Nelson playing third base here. She's ready to go. Murphy steps into the circle. And here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. And so now Nelson heads down to first base, and you've got a runner on, still nobody out in this inning. And Murphy going to have to come out of this one.
She was able to strike Tiara Rogers out, who was coming up to the plate here back in the second inning. Tiara is batting 167. She does have a couple of RBIs on the season.
Murphy steps up to the mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Gandy gives Nelson a look down at first base and then goes right back to the pitcher. It is no balls and a strike.
And Hal, just like we talked about last inning for us, putting good contact on it, they are their second time through the order.
Yeah, it seems like both teams are really finding their spot as far as hitting the softball goes here this second time through the order, as Tiara Rogers, the right fielder, stands in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And that's a high fastball, and I would go right back to it. She doesn't look like she can hold off on that swing, and I wouldn't try anything else until she showed me that she will not swing at that high pitch. Murphy stands in. Here it is. Right back to it, and she does hold off this time. So now it's 2-2. Maybe pull the string on this one.
I thought the same thing. Maybe look for that big-time changeup we threw here an inning or so ago. See if you can't get her out in front.
Murphy steps back to the plate. Here it is. That's high again. 3-2 the count. Runner at first is Carly Nelson. She has not shown any interest in trying to steal a base here, and that's probably has a lot to do with the fact that Hannah can throw runners out from back there behind the plate. Here comes Murphy. And hits her right in the calf. Would have been ball 4 anyways.
Yep.
And so that's going to put 2 runners on. 2 runs in this inning, 2 runners on, and I think we're going to have a visit to the mound.
Yeah, probably a good visit. Get out there, calm her down. She's given up, 2 hits and then a walk and a hit batter. So second time through the order, a little bit of struggles here, but Riley, she's been experienced enough. She'll probably overcome this somehow.
We may have a pitching change here. I see Brooke Morton running in as though she is maybe going to put the face mask on.
Well, if Brooklyn's going to come in, most likely you'll see Layla move from third to center and go out there and play center where Brooklyn was, and then Riley over to third where Layla was.
Well, I see Layla also running over, maybe going to put the face mask down, and so I think you're right. Looks like Brooke is going to come in to pitch. She'll take a few warm-up pitches. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back right after this. Pitching change. Top of the 4th, 2-2 your score. This is WVRC Clay County Sports.
In your time of need, call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia, providing all your needs for pre-needs, burial, cremation, and memorials. We have 2 locations to better serve the public: Wilson Smith Funeral Home in Clay, West Virginia, and Pennington Smith Funeral Home located in Gully Bridge, West Virginia. We offer personalized services and a caring staff. We are with you every step of the way. You will have peace of mind knowing that we are taking care of your loved one. Call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia at 304-587-4244, or Pennington Smith Funeral Home, located at 331 Main Street, Gawley Bridge, West Virginia at 304-632-2111. Basil W. Smith Jr., LIC owner. Tracy Osborne, office manager. Hunter Jones, apprentice. Staff members Greg Fitzwater, Bobby Joe Harmon, and Candy Dorsey.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
Welcome back, as the new pitcher is Brooklyn Morton. And this is Kaylia Morris, the second baseman, now standing in for the Red Devils. 2 on, nobody out in the inning, and the first pitch is a ball. And you were right, Coach. The changes for the Lady Panthers. Riley Morris goes to third, and center fielder is now Layla Parker. Here's the next pitch. That is high for ball number 2.
It's a tough situation for Brooklyn to come into. Runners on first and second, nobody out. So, she doesn't have a lot of room for error.
Morton stands in. Here's the next one. She gets that one over for a strike. It's fouled off by Morris, and it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Morris standing in, looking to add to this run total for the Red Devils.
Kaylia struck out back in the second inning, but on the season, 5 for 20 with 2 home runs.
Here's the next pitch.
Nice pitch.
There's a strike on the outside corner, and it is 2 balls, 2 strikes, as Morton finds the second strike, looking for the first out of the inning. Morton working fast. Here's the next pitch.
Nice.
There it is, strike 3. That is the first out of the inning. Morris strikes out, looking the perfect recipe in this situation there. And now you will have Faith McLean coming to the plate, who walked in, I believe, 4 pitches last time.
You're right, and then she advanced the second on a wild pitch.
McLean putting the bat on it this time, but hits it foul behind home plate. No balls and a strike. Morton coming off 3 innings pitched yesterday in the second of a doubleheader, and did not give up a hit to Braxton County as the Panthers routed the Lady Eagles, trying to go for back-to-back wins here, but they've got some work to do. It's 2-2, your score, top of the 4th. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss by McLean, and now Morton's in a good spot here. You've got 2 strikes on the 8-hitter. Gabby Smith, the catcher, standing in the on-deck circle. You want to get it out here. You don't want to load him up for Smith, who, based on her average and RBI total, has put the ball in play this year. Morton looks in. Here's the pitch. Nice. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And back-to-back strikeouts. One looking, one swinging. And Morton now has put herself and this Panther defense in a much better spot. What a pitch.
Morton has been on target the last two outings, so be a big third out here. Play anywhere in the infield.
The center fielder way in this time for Gabby Smith. They are not playing her for any type of power here, looking for something on the ground, I imagine. As she looks at ball 1, 1-0 to Gabby Smith. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pretty odd alignment, actually, Al. The center fielder is way in. The left fielder and right fielder are pretty deep.
Normal depth, yeah. So kind of a different situation here, as you've got runners on second and first. It's Nelson and Rogers on the base paths. Morton with the pitch. Another foul ball, and it is 1-2. So after having 2 on and nobody out in the inning, Morton has come in and is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. And the Panthers going back to the dugout. Let's see if she can get it right here. Gabby Smith, the catcher, standing in the right-handed batter's box. Morton steps up, looks, and pitches.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah.
Strike 3 called. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Brooklyn Morton. 2 looking and 1 swinging. What a comeback.
That is the benefit, Al, of having multiple pitchers.
Absolutely, and that is how the top of the 4th ends. It's 2-2. Panthers coming up. We'll be right back right after this. It's a good one on WVRC Clay County Sports.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Chino's has 3 sizzling offers for just $9.99 each. Build your own large 3-topping pizza or enjoy a homestyle spaghetti lunch special with that drink. All for only $9.99. And for a limited time, get 2 medium specialty pizzas for just $9.99 each. That's right, a large 3-topping pizza, spaghetti with a drink, or medium specialty pizzas are all just $9.99 each. Chino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, where $9.99 gets you more.
Participating locations are listed at genospizza.com.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978. Specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components. Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel, and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
We are back as Riley Murphy stands in the cleanup batter for the Panthers, facing off against Remedy Riddle, bottom of the 4th. It's a new ball game, 2-2 your score. Riley Murphy takes pitch number 1 outside for ball number 1, and this bottom of the 4th is well underway. Here's the next one. That one hit hard into center field to go all the way to the wall. Riley Murphy rounding first and heading into second. She'll be in there. Now she's going to third.
Ball hit her.
And it hit her.
It's still live. It's
still live. They're going to hold her right there. Boy, she got hit in the shoulder. I hope she's okay.
What a throw by the right fielder. She threw that, no cut off. It hit her from right center field fence all the way to third base. That'll be a stand-up triple.
How about that? What a start. And that will bring up Hannah Gandy. Now, if that hits her, she's safe at third no matter what, right? Or is she?
Well, it wouldn't be no matter what, but it's still a live ball.
Okay. This pitch to Gandy is a ball. Go ahead.
The shortstop could have picked it up and thrown it on over to third and got her out, but, the ball ricocheted out into foul territory.
1-0 to Gandy now. Chance for an RBI. Anything on the ground probably scores a run. That one is caught.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That was number 11, Carly Nelson, and my goodness, that was a shot, and she caught it.
Yeah, and Nelson, well, not only did she, was it Nelson you said?
Yeah.
Not only did she have a good throw, she tried to dive back onto the base with her ball in the glove, and Murphy luckily was able to get back, or it would have been a double play.
That's a nightmare for the Panthers. This one hit into the gap. It's going to fall. 1 run will score. Panthers immediately take the lead. That's an RBI bloop single for Layla Parker, who come up swinging. What a good job there to start this inning, and the Panthers go right back on top.
Yeah, and the good thing about that is Layla was ready to go. Sometimes you'll see an outfielder stand up and throw the ball on to home, but the outfielder made a good play. Just go on the second, limit the damage.
Schoolcraft now steps up, and she hits a line drive right to the shortstop, and the throw to first is out, a double play. And boy, yeah, she was out.
Yes, she was.
Man, that was another line drive hit, but the Panthers do score a run, hit the ball hard, don't have a ton to show for it, but we'll take it. It's 3-2. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th on WVRC Clay County Sports.
well-run retirement plan can attract and retain valuable employees, whether your organization has 2 or 2,000. People's Bank offers solutions to determine the best benefits approach that meets your business goals. People's Bank 401k Solution offers fully bundled and in-house solutions that eliminate the need for multiple providers, saving you money. People's Bank, working together, building success. Investment products are not FDIC insured, not deposits, and not guaranteed by People's Bank. Not insured by any federal government agency, subject to risk and may lose value.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a coyote, bush hog, Vermeer, and coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
We are back for the top of the 5th inning. The inning's winding down, and this is Kendall Snodgrass, the top of the order for Calhoun, as the Panthers give up the lead in the top of the 4th, take it back in the bottom of the 4th, and it's a 1-run lead for Brooklyn Morton, who came in and struck out 3 consecutive batters to get out of that jam last inning. 1-0 the count to Snodgrass. She fouls this one off, strike 1.
Snodgrass has struck out twice on the day.
We'll go right at her then.
Both by Riley Murphy. Let's see if Brooklyn can do the same.
Brooklyn looks very comfortable on the mound. And, you know, you mentioned it before briefly, the advantage of having multiple pitchers. Once you go through that lineup once, hitters start to get a feel for the pitcher. And when you can able to change and have a quality pitcher out there coming in the 4th or 5th inning, that makes such a big difference. And we're seeing why right here. The baseball team struggling a little bit tonight. They are trailing South Charleston. For those wondering, is this one a hard hit ball to third? Ricocheted. Arnold picks it up. The throw to first, not in time. And that'll be a hit for Kendall Snodgrass. A tough play over there. Looked like Murphy initially tried to pick it up, couldn't do so. And Arnold's throw not in time. And that will bring up Remedy Riddle, who has a hit last time, am I right?
She's 0 for 1.
0 for 1, okay.
Walked in the first inning.
She had a foul ball that I believe our cage is still rattling from.
Yeah, it shook every piece of that cage all the way around it from left side to the right side.
Third base umpire backed up about 12 steps this time. Her third base coach.
That pitch, a ball as Gandy throws down to first behind the runner. Snodgrass back in safely. Head first dive. It is 2-0 as Morton gives up a hit for the first time in her relief appearance here. Panthers leading 3-2. Here's the next pitch. Stays high for ball number 3. And so now you've got Riddle at the plate, Briley Wilson on deck, who I believe scored last time, am I right, on the home run?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a single in front of the right fielder.
And there's ball number 4. And so you've got Wilson up, and then on deck after Wilson is Rayleigh Cunningham, who hit a ball down to Pearson's lumber last at bat. So we need an out in a bad way here as the left fielder Wilson steps in. 2 runners on now. Top of the 5th inning, Panthers lead by a run. Nobody out. Morton steps in. Here's the pitch. That one high for a ball. 1-0 the count. Morton suddenly having a little trouble finding the strike zone. She stands in. Looks down at Wilson. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. Runners will advance. And now you'll have second and third. Still nobody out. Panthers have worked themselves in another jam here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, this is a big out. You'd like to get a strikeout here with the big hitters coming up afterwards.
This hit foul behind the cage, and that will bounce over into the grassy area for strike number 1. 3-2 your score. 2 balls. Well, we have 2 balls and a strike. I believe you're right, Dill. The home scoreboard doesn't have that, but I think we're correct. That pitch gets away from Gandy. Good job covering the plate by Morton, and it's 3-1.
Brooklyn needs to just settle down here, do what she does. Take a deep breath, throw the balls in for some strikes, and see if we can get out of this inning.
Here's the next pitch from Morton. That one cannot catch the corner of the plate. Now we've loaded them up. So bases loaded, and Rayleigh Cunningham steps to the plate. As we all take a deep breath here and see what happens. Oh, boy.
Keep that ball low in the zone. That's all I can tell you.
Yes.
This is a cleanup hitter in a cleanup hitting situation.
She hits it hard. Third base, they're going to go home. Not able to make the play. All runners will be safe, and the tying run will score. Arnold made a nice pick, elected to go home. The throw was a little high. I don't think it would have been in time anyways. And now we are tied at 3 bases, still loaded, nobody out, and Carly Nelson will step up to the plate.
Coach, how would you score that one?
Well, I was just thinking about that. I believe that is a fielder's choice, even though you did not get the out.
Gotcha.
I believe that would be a fielder's choice. Probably would have been better off to try to go to third, maybe even turn 2 in the middle and limit it, but we still have a bases loaded situation.
Another hit batsman this time. And so the go-ahead run will score, and it is 4-3, and this is turning into a disastrous inning for the Lady Panthers. And now we're going to have a visit out by just the infield here. They're going to talk it over to Brookie. It's not a coach's visit. Do you see that often in softball?
Yeah, you do. The catcher sometimes calls it. Sometimes the coach will say, hey, go out and talk to her. Then the infield will come in, give her a talk, make sure they understand the situation, know where to go with the ball. So that's not an uncommon thing at all.
Bell break, and we'll reset here. Calhoun leads 4-3. They've scored 2 in back-to-back innings now, and they take the lead this time. Bases are loaded and nobody is out, and this is Carly Nelson, the third baseman, stepping in. Morton does have strikeout stuff, so it wouldn't be unheard of to get in. And this is not Nelson. Correction is Rogers. Nelson just walked. Okay, I'm a little behind here. So this is Tiara Rogers, and she fouls that one off for strike number 1. Morton back to the plate. Low. Throw down to third, not in time, a dangerous throw. Gandy not afraid to do that.
Especially from your knees.
Yeah, good pick over there by Murphy. It's 1-1 to the batter. Here's the next pitch, high for a ball. Rogers, good eye at the plate. She's being very patient, doesn't have to swing here. Make Morton throw strikes. Now Morton does have strikeout stuff. Just got to relax and pump him in right here. Steps back up into the circle. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. There it is, strike number 2. And it is 2-2 the count. Boy, well, how big would a strikeout be right here?
I think it would be the biggest situation in this game because the next 3 batters, Brooklyn did strike out, so this may be the most important batter of the day.
Ball gets away from Gandy. It's 3-2 to the batter, and now there's nowhere to put Rogers. You really would not want to walk another batter here, so we'll see what happens. Here comes the pitch from Morton. There's a ground ball to third. They're going to go to home. They'll get the out at home. That's 1. They go to first, not in time, so they do get a big first out at home. The bases are still loaded, but now there's 1 out, and you're going to have Kaylia Morris, the 7 batter, stepping up here to the plate. What has she done this afternoon?
Struck out and struck out.
So 2 strikeouts here for Morris. Let's make it a third, if you wouldn't mind. Here's the next pitch. It's hit to third. They're going to go to home again. Another out and another good play. Murphy again to Gandy. And that is the 5-2 put out, as now there are 2 outs and bases loaded. And you feel so much better about that. Huge, huge play. And now this is Faith McLean stepping up. McLean looking at the pitch. She hits it foul. 0-1 the count. What a big recovery by this Panther team.
Boy, I tell you what, Brooklyn's got a chance to get out of a major jam with very minimal damage done here in the 5th inning. If you can just give up 2 in this one, you feel really good about yourself going into the bottom half of the inning.
Well, I have to agree. And it was 4-3, bases loaded, no out. You now have 2 outs, and you've got strike 1 to the batter. Here's the next one. Stays low for a ball. 1-1 the count. This is Faith McLean. McLean has struck out and walked. Is that correct?
Yep.
McLean looking in. She doesn't even leave the batter's box. She is ready to go, bat on the shoulder. Here is Morton. She steps up to the mound. In the circle, here's the pitch. Hit foul. And that is strike 2.
How I have, whenever we have a moment here in a minute, an official scoring of how to score that ball where we hit to shortstop and went home with it.
Okay. Here we go. We're down to the final strike. Morton needing a big strike. Can't get the call. 2-2. Boy, that was close. Very close pitch.
Morton looking to get out of this, and it would be monumental for our opportunity to win.
Morton looking at the catcher now, gets the sign. Stands in. Faith McLean in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. She gets out of it. Minimizes the damage. 4-3. Calhoun County does lead, but man, it could have been a lot worse. Panthers will come back to the plate right after this. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning on WVRC Clay County Sports. We have a good one. We'll be right back.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin. We offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
Welcome to Biscuit Country, where joy is measured one ladle at a time, where smiles come with a side of gravy, warming the soul. Start your morning at Tudor's Biscuit World with our super breakfast, or dig into the Big Tater, crispy potatoes topped with eggs and bacon, then crowned with savory gravy. And don't forget the classic, gravy over a biscuit. Welcome to Biscuit Country, where at Tudor's, you're always home.
Tony here. Go-Mart's Groovy Hoops is on now. Earn bonus rewards points and tokens with specially marked items.
Hey, it's Brad checking in. Go to gomart.com or check the app for details.
We are back for the bottom of the 5th inning, and it is Lainey Sears leading off this inning for the Panthers. Remedy Riddle back on the mound for the Lady Red Devils. Lainey stepping in for her second at-bat of the afternoon. Hits one hard, deep to center field. Caught. Boy, she put a charge into that one.
She sure did.
Just didn't have enough on it. It went to the deep part of the outfield, and the center fielder standing out there caught it. That was
Faith McLean.
Faith McLean making the play. So, 1 out for Lily Nichols standing in now. Lily 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed. Strike number 1.
Lily may need to look to back up in the batter's box a little bit. She's standing out in front.
Yep, stands right in the middle, and you give yourself, as that's a swing and a miss, give yourself another, a little bit of extra time. I don't think she's looking up here trying to signal it to her. Here's the next pitch. Hit hard. It's going to drop for a hit. Lily rounds first, and she'll stay right there with a big-time single. How about that? Fell right into where they weren't. That'll be a hit, and it'll turn the lineup over to Emma Arnold.
Looks like we're passing out Skittles when we get hits.
That's whatever we got to do.
Yeah.
Proud dad moment right there for Coach as Lily gets a big hit off The cousin, they'll be talking about that one over dinner.
Yeah, they'll talk about it tomorrow, I'm sure.
I can imagine as that gets away and Lily will go to second. I imagine when she tells that story, she hit a rocket.
Absolutely.
And it just barely stayed in the ballpark.
Yeah, put a blister on somebody's thigh or something.
Yes. Arnold now standing in 1-0 the count. Runner off second. That's the tying run. That's a big run out at second base. Here's the pitch. Stays low for a ball. Gets away. Lily's going to go to third, and she'll be in there easily. And now suddenly you've got a runner on third. A lot of ways to get this one home. And Riddle has to come back out and realize she gave up a bloop single, and now she's 60 feet from giving up the tying run. Here's the pitch from Riddle. Strike right in there in the zone. 2-1 to Emma. And last inning, or last time Emma was up, she got on base, I believe.
She had the home run, the controversial run play.
That is correct. Here's the next pitch. That one doesn't find the zone. It is 3-1 the count. Arnold ahead in the count. She stands in. Riddle back into the circle. Here's the pitch. That one stays high, ball number 4.
And that is Remedy's first walk of the day.
Yeah, she doesn't walk a ton of batters, and she does there. So third time through the order could make a difference here. It is Brooke Morton.
That's only her 6th walk of the season in 37 innings.
That's pretty impressive stuff.
That is fine pitching for sure.
Here is Morton. Morton shows bunt, pulls the ball back. Arnold is running, no throw down. They didn't even try to cover the base there. Imagine that would be defensive indifference.
I would say so.
Here's the next pitch. Foul ball.
There goes my truck.
Oh, it did almost get that white Tacoma there.
Man. Somebody is very brave that parked right there.
Yes, they are. Like to see this lead seesaw back to our favor, Coach.
Yes. Here we go. Morton now will ready as they're waiting for a new ball to be thrown in. Umpire will load back up here and get a couple new softballs. Imagine with the size of those things, it's not real easy to carry more than 2 or 3 of them.
Who was it? Johnny Bench had the big hands. You can see the pictures of him with 5 baseballs in one hand.
Yeah.
He might be able to carry a couple of them.
He needs to be the umpire. Here's the pitch from Riddle. That one stays low for a ball. It is 1-2 now to Brooke Morton. Morton on the day. 1 for 3.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. She reached on an error maybe. Here's the next pitch. Hit back to Riddle. The run will come home and score. Nice job there by Lily Nichols to score that run. And Emma Arnold advances to third. And now we got some controversy here.
Did they call her safe?
They sure did.
I don't think she could have been safe.
She's on first base. First and third.
So I'm not sure what happened there, but the umpire is saying safe and pretty dramatically, so he must have saw something we didn't see.
I thought it was maybe she pulled her foot. Is that what it was?
I'm going to say possibly. Did we get a replay on it?
No.
He said the first baseman's foot was off the base.
First baseman's foot was off the base.
Well, that is a big benefit.
Yes, so not only will the run score, but there's still only 1 out in the inning. And that will bring up Addison Taylor. Addison, the first baseman, stands in looking for the go-ahead RBI. Riddle throws this one in. She's showing bunt, pulls the ball back, pulls the bat back, and Brooklyn will head to second base. And now you've got 2 runners in scoring position. Big time chance here for the Lady Panthers. Here's the next pitch. Hit hard, but foul. Man.
That white Tacoma, if you're watching, you may need to go move your vehicle.
Yes, it has almost been hit twice now in this inning as the Panthers making much more solid contact here. Here's the next pitch. Stays low for ball number 2. 2-1 the count.
It's a good ball game, is it not?
Yes, it is. Back and forth we go. Here's the next pitch, 2-1. Hit, foul. Taylor staying alive. It's 2-2 now, or 0-2 maybe.
Might have got jammed on that one. She's shaking that hand as she walks over through there, so that might have gotten in on her, and everybody knows how that feels.
Yes.
It is 2-2. That scoreboard's not.
We're not able to update our hometown scoreboard. We usually rely on that.
Ooh.
That pitch inside for a ball. 3-2 now the count for the Panthers, who have 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors so far in this game by our count. Full count, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch from Riddle. Hit hard, high, into center field, playable, and unable to make the plays, the right fielder. 1 run will score. Around third and coming home is Morton. Taylor's going to come right behind her. 1, 2 run score, 3 run score. It's an inside the Parker. 3 runs. Clay County leads 7-4 on the dropped fly ball. Wow.
Wow. I believe, Al, that is
incredible.
A 4-base error.
Ooh, oh my,
that's rough.
That's a tough one.
But we'll let them score it.
Yeah, yes. And so 7-4 now, as we have some conversation between one of our coaches and the umpires.
Addison was right on the tails of Brooklyn as the base runners had to hold up to see if it was going to be caught. Addison didn't have to hold up. And
yeah, she nearly passed up the base runner, didn't she?
Reminded me of a scene from the movie Major League where they scored at home.
All right, here is Riley Murphy now. Takes a ball low for ball 1. Panthers jump right back in the lead, 7-4, and they tag 7 runs on Remedy Riddle. 1-0 the count now to Riley Murphy. Here's the next pitch from Remedy Riddle. In there for a strike, and that is 1-1 the count. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, so 2 more to go. As the Panthers, of course, unless we get to 12, if we score 5 more, this game's over, right?
Yes, 8 runs after 5
so there you go.
Would be a short game. So what are we up, 3?
Yep.
So
we need 5 more.
You know, which wasn't even a thought going into the inning.
Yep, not sure it really should be at this point, but we'll talk about it anyways.
You never know.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Murphy. 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch. Hit hard, up the middle. That'll get through. That's going to be a base hit, and Murphy will be standing on first. Nice piece of hitting there.
I will tell you this, Al. Murphy is 3 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a triple, and when she gets going, this Panther team is going to be a tough team to beat.
Yeah, she kind of chopped at that ball, hit the top of it, and put it in a good spot right up the middle. Riddle couldn't field it. The second baseman couldn't field it. And now we've got a visit to the mound here as both coaches will come out and talk to Remedy. And the Panthers lead 7-4. We'll take a break as they converse on the mound. We'll be right back. We're in the bottom of the 5th, 1 out. Panthers lead. This is WVRC, Clay County Sports.
A well-run retirement plan can attract and retain valuable employees, whether your organization has 2 or 2,000. People's Bank offers solutions to determine the best benefits approach that meets your business goals. People's Bank 401k solution offers fully bundled and in-house solutions that eliminate the need for multiple providers, saving you money. People's Bank, working together, building success. Investment products are not FDIC insured, not deposits, and not guaranteed by People's Bank. Not insured by any federal government agency, subject to risk and may lose value.
We are back very quickly. That mound visit was over, and they wasted no time.
Yeah.
Ball number 1 to Hannah Gandy.
The umpire must have been ready to roll as soon as they walked off the field.
Yeah, usually you get a moment, not this time. Gandy 1-0. Here's the next pitch. High for ball 2, 2-0.
I'll tell you one thing now. You normally see a lot of teams pinch or courtesy run for the pitcher, but Riley is such a smart base runner that, well, she's not the pitcher.
Not now, but yeah. You're right. She was still running even when she was pitching.
And that's due to her, intelligence on the base paths.
2-1 the count to Hannah Gandy. Standing in, Panthers with a 3-run lead. Got a runner on first, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Layla Parker on deck. Here's the pitch. That hit hard and high into right field. Over to make the play. It's dropped. Ball will get down. Murphy had to pause. Gets into first there. She's in there safely. That's an error, and now we've got 2 runners on, and you really need to take advantage of this.
Yeah. This inning started out with a deep fly ball by Laney Sears, and since then, every base runner has gotten on base.
Two runners on. Murphy on second, Gandy on first. 1 out in the inning, and here is Layla Parker, who had a big RBI bloop hit the last time she was up. She stands in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Hit hard. That's going to go to the right fielder, and she makes a nice catch. Wow. Hit the glove, bounced out, and she caught it with her bare hand.
That young lady's heart is beating 125 mile an hour, isn't it?
I mean, you never want to root for the other team, but
yeah,
it does kind of make you feel good that she caught that.
And she's played hard. She's a 3 hitter. She's had an RBI single, and
she also had the weird play out there where she raised her hand because she thought it was a ground rule double. So we're supposed to root for Clay, but I was kind of glad she made that play, to be honest. All right, so 2 outs now in the inning, and this is Roxy Schoolcraft, the second baseman, up at the plate. She swings and fouls this one off and bounces back and hit her. I think she should be able to take her base on that.
I'll sign off on that rule.
She fouled it off, and it hit the concrete and come up and hit her in the shoulder.
I'll tell you one thing, Al, while we have a second deal. What a job running that computer.
You ain't kidding. As this one's popped up, this could be trouble. It is trouble. It falls for a hit. And Murphy will go around the throw at the plate, not in time. Gandy goes to third. Another run will score, and that has to be a hit for Roxy Schoolcraft, a single and an RBI. It's 8-4, and here comes Laney Sears. She had the home run. I believe she put a charge into one the last time she was up. It was caught over in that right center field area.
This inning.
Was it this inning?
Yes, okay. It was the first batter of the inning.
So we've batted around. Wow. Here's the next one. She takes it low, and Schoolcraft will easily take second base.
That is the Friday 7:22 alarm. Alarm sounded for all of those out there.
I thought that was like at the field, something going on. All right, here's the next pitch. It's 1-0. She swings and fouls this one off. 1-1 the count.
In the fall, Al, that is signs of the time. Let's get it going.
I like it.
We can't wait. It won't be long.
Yeah, the kids absolutely go wild when that alarm goes off at 7:22 on a Friday night.
Here's the next pitch from Riddle. Fouled again. Man, if she could just straighten that out, my heavens.
Yeah, I was talking to her dad yesterday at our Easter parties at school, and he said she hits so well in the cage when she gets in there to the plate. She just kind of overthinks it. The last couple of nights, from what I've seen, she's not overthinking it anymore.
Yeah, she is. But a charge it. There's a hard shot into left field. That'll fall. It'll get past the left fielder. 2 runs will score, and Laney will move up to second base on the throw-in. And there's 2 more runs, and it is 10-4. Lady Panthers, 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Lily Nichols, who had a hit as well in this inning.
Yeah, she started this thing off.
Well, we talked about it. As much as I would love for this game to continue, 2 more runs, and this baby is over. Here's the next pitch. That stays low for a ball.
And Lily would be the 8th run.
Yes.
But there are 2 outs, so long way to go before that happens.
Riddle stands in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the catcher's mitt. And it is 1-1. 10-4. 7 runs in this inning for the Lady Panthers. Here's the next pitch. She hits this one. It'll roll foul.
And what she wants to do there, Al, is you need to run as hard as you can until they say foul. So if that ball would have hit, you never know what kind of backspin or top spin it would have been on it. But if it would have spun back into fair territory, that would have been a fair ball.
Nichols stands in. Here's the pitch. She hits this one again a little late. Hits that one foul. Count remains 1-2. Panthers 10 runs on 10 hits in this ball game, as opposed to Calhoun, who has 4 runs on 4 hits. Here's the next pitch. Fouled again. Good job staying alive and making good contact. Just find a place to put it right here. It is Lainey Sears standing out there at second base. Here's the next pitch. Head high for a ball.
Tried to fool her on the changeup.
Yeah, she stepped out and then realized, oh no, it stayed high though.
Yeah, buckled her knees a little bit. Good pitch by Riddle.
Here is the next pitch. Fouled again. Well, she is fouling it straight back.
Yeah, staying alive.
Yes. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Clay County leads 10-4 in this ball game. Lily stands in. Riddle ready to go. Here is the pitch. That stays low, gets away from the catcher. Laney will advance to third. And now you've got a runner 60 feet away. 3-2 the count with 2 outs. So that means that the runner will be going no matter where the ball is hit. Here is the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike number 3, and that's how the inning ends, but the damage done.
There it is.
It is 10-4. Panthers lead by 6. We need a big inning right here. We'll come back and have the top of the 6th inning for you on WVRC Clay County Sports right after this.
Welcome to Biscuit Country, where joy is measured one ladle at a time, where smiles come with a side of gravy, warming the soul. Start your morning at Tudor's Biscuit World with our super breakfast. Or dig into the Big Tater. Crispy potatoes topped with eggs and bacon, then crowned with savory gravy. And don't forget the classic, gravy over a biscuit. Welcome to Biscuit Country, where at Tudor's, you're always home.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Chino's has 3 sizzling offers for just $9.99 each. Build your own large 3-topping pizza or enjoy a homestyle spaghetti lunch special with that drink. All for only $9.99. And for a limited time, get 2 medium specialty pizzas for just $9.99 each. That's right, a large 3-topping pizza, spaghetti with a drink, or medium specialty pizzas are all just $9.99 each. Chino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, where $9.99 gets you more.
Participating locations are listed at genospizza.com.
Tony here. Go-Mart's Groovy Hoops is on now. Earn bonus rewards points and tokens with specially marked items.
Hey, it's Brad checking in. Go to gomart.com or check the app for details.
We are back, and it's top of the 6th inning. Panthers put a 7 spot on the board in the bottom of the 5th, and you got Brooklyn Morton back on the mound for the Lady Panthers. And who we got coming up for Calhoun? Gabby Smith?
I believe we should have Gabby Smith then back to the top of the order with Kendall Snodgrass and Remedy Riddle. Gabby Smith so far in the evening, looks like a foul out and a strikeout in the 3rd and the 4th inning. So this will be her 3rd at bat of the ball game.
I don't know what the holdup is.
Well, Al, while we have a minute, let me tell you how you officially score a situation where the infielder on a bases loaded who takes the ball to home instead of to first base or to get the out once she fields the ball cleanly. That would have went down as a fielder's choice for the base runner to reach first base and an error. So that would be a fielder's choice E6.
So what you're telling us is we need to take 1 hit away from Calhoun and add an error to Clay.
Well, I'm not sure how you scored. Let me count up Calhoun's hits. Do they have 4 deal?
Yep, I've got 4 on the board here.
4 on the board. I think we scored a fielder's choice at the time.
And immediately Smith pops it up. That's trouble. That found an area where nobody was, and so Gabby Smith on the first pitch gets a single. And that's a tough way to start the inning. Not hit super hard, but finds a spot. And now there's one on for Kendall Snodgrass, and what has she done this afternoon?
2 strikeouts and a single. She scored a run back in the last inning.
So she does have a single as the throw down to first. Not really any chance there. Make the runner think about it, however. And so Morton is standing in here looking for 3 quick ones would be really nice. Morton ready to go. Here's the pitch. It's hit high in the air. Play made. The shortstop catches it. Throw to first, not in time. But that is one out. Nice play there by Emma Arnold. Just a nice little bloop.
Heads up play to see if you can get the runner napping off first base. Emma came up firing after the pop-up.
Yes, she did. Couldn't get the runner, and this is Remedy Riddle now back to the plate. Down 6 runs. Just throw strikes right here. This run can't hurt you. And that one, man, that looked good. Just stayed outside for a ball, 1-0. Calhoun down to their final 5 outs of this ball game. Here is the next pitch. That one in the dirt. Runner is off and running. The throw is there, and she's out, boy, by a country mile.
I think the umpire helped out on that one. I believe the ball skipped up and hit him.
Yeah.
Kept the ball right there for Hannah to throw that thing out to second. And you're right, she was
Yes,
out by a mile out.
And it hit right off the chest protector of the umpire. And Gandy popped up, threw that thing in time, beat that runner by about 3 steps. And now there's 2 outs, nobody on base, and Morton back to the plate. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop, picked up by Arnold. The throw to first in time for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 it goes, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Easy inning for Morton that time. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll have the Panthers back up to bat. It'll be Emma Arnold, Brooklyn Morton, and Addison Taylor. 1, 2, 3. We'll be right back.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978. Specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components. Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel, and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a Coyote, Bush Hog, Vermeer, and Coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
We are back as Emma Arnold will lead things off in the bottom of the 6th. It is Remedy Riddle, and I don't know if Calhoun has another pitcher even, so it may be Riddle no matter what happens as she comes to Arnold, and Emma puts a charge into one to the right fielder.
Oh, my
Holy cow.
What a catch.
That looked like Joe Elliott in the playoff game.
Did you see that?
What
wow.
a catch.
I don't feel sorry for her anymore after that one.
She dove after it hit her glove. Somebody might want to check that glove. She has an uncanny ability to catch it, but it will not stay in that glove.
I tell you what.
And what happened?
Let's see here. Let's see the catch again. But we got a runner on first. No, they're going to call her out. Okay.
Well,
that was an impressive play.
I couldn't believe
she definitely got the hand under the ball. It did not touch the turf.
Yeah, they'll have to give it. That's an out. Man,
good, a hard hit ball by Arnold.
Man, yeah, it was hard hit. It's almost like her glove is the ball won't fit in the glove,
Right.
and it hits
it's
it,
hitting the
pops
heel.
right out.
It's hitting that heel. You can see it every time. It's hitting the heel and bouncing, and she's having to make an adjustment. But she's made a couple of barehanded plays now out there. You don't see many barehanded plays.
She doesn't need a glove.
In right field.
She might be better without a glove.
Yeah.
That is impressive for her to be able to play like that. And do we have some changes here?
It looked like Morris, the second baseman for Calhoun, went out, and number, what is that, 8 maybe?
Number
came into
8
the ball game?
is, we have a lineup here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I took a picture of it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Morton fouls the first pitch off for strike number 1, and that is going to be.
Could be number 6.
Well, number 8's Faith McLean, so she must have came in from center to second base. And I don't know the switches that's happened, but one thing's for certain, Riddle is pitching and Morton is batting, and it is 1-1.
We have number 6 at second base. That's still.
Number 6 is.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's number 8. Her ponytail was in the way.
Number 8 is the second baseman, yes. Okay. That was Faith McLean, who was in center.
Yeah,
So
number 14 came, or number 12 rather, came out of the ball game, and I'm not sure who went in and in what position.
So it looks like we have a new center fielder. We'll check it in a minute.
Wow. Smokes.
Morton smoked that ball right into the glove of Riddle. I don't even think she realized she caught it.
No, that is the second ball that Brooklyn has hit on a rope that's been an out. So nothing wrong with those at-bats.
And it's going to be Addison Taylor now coming up. And this may save the inning because you put those 2 runners on and we may get 2 runs and put this game away. But with 2 outs, here's another ball that is the softest hit ball of the inning and the one that does get on base.
Look for Addison to be off and running.
Yes, she almost ran right there.
Yes.
After they had the ball in the infield. She will be probably running on the first pitch.
I wonder if Addison just runs all the time.
Yes.
Like even at home, they're like,
Just
hey,
run.
Dinner's ready. She just gets up and
runs.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yesterday she would walk and never stopped when she hit first base, just went straight to second. There's a ball on the ground, picked up by McLean. The throw over to first is wide, and the runner, Addison Taylor, will go to third. It looked like Riley was limping for a minute. And
something
she came up
happened
gimpy.
there. She may have twisted her ankle off the.
It was an error, and so Addison advances to third. And now we may have a sub here. Hannah Gandy coming to the plate.
Number 1 going to pinch run here, I believe.
Yeah, maybe Murphy hurt her knee, maybe.
Yeah, we'll check and see. I think they're going to come in, and who is that? That's Cammie Williams.
Cammie, yes.
Cammie will come in and pinch run for Riley Morris. Riley Murphy. I was thinking Kaylia Morris, who I'm still trying to figure out who's out there in the outfield. That looks like number 17 for Calhoun. That is Carissa Sands coming off the bench.
Oh, okay.
So Carissa Sands is now in center field. Now here's Gandy. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. And that one gets away. And Cammie is off and running, and so is Addison Taylor off and running. She scores, and it is 11-4. And now, if the runner at second scores, this ball game's over, I believe. Is that right?
That is correct. It would be 8 after 5 innings. That would the winning run or ending run is on second base.
Here is Gandy now. She's looking in. She takes this one high for a ball. It is 2-0, and Gandy will be followed up by Layla Parker. Remedy Riddle on the mound has pitched the entirety of this game. Here's the pitch. That one hit, chopped to the shortstop. The throw over to first. That was really close.
I think they called her out.
And she is out. Okay, we're going to get a good look at it here.
Yeah, good call, I think.
Yeah, it was very close. Either way, wouldn't have been able to argue with it. But we'll head to the top of the 7th. Calhoun has 3 outs to work with, down 11-4. We'll be right back. This is WVRC, Clay County Sports.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin, we offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation. Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
Tony here. Go-Mart's Groovy Hoops is on now. Earn bonus rewards points and tokens with specially marked items.
Hey, it's Brad checking in. Go to gomart.com or check the app for details.
We are back, and Morton will try to finish things off as the first pitch is hit into left field. It was nearly caught on the dive by Laney Sears, and it falls out of the glove. That'll go down as, I imagine, a hit. Absolutely. And that was number 22, Briley Wilson. She's had a good game today.
Yeah, she's had a couple of singles now, base on balls. Good evening here for Briley Wilson. She hit that ball hard. Good attempt out there and left by Laney.
And here's Rayleigh Cunningham. We know she has power. Throw down to first, not in time.
It
gets
away.
By, and now Wilson's going to be off and running. She'll slide head first into second base, and that'll be an error. And you throw down there enough, you know that's going to happen. And I wonder, maybe that's something this team will talk about. I understand throwing down there sometimes, but when you really don't have a chance at the runner, really no need to throw that ball.
And you're up
11-4.
11-4.
This ball hit into center field. That'll get down for a hit. Around third, and coming home to score is Wilson, and they missed the cutoff man. And that's going to lead to the runner getting to second base, Cunningham. So, again, another mistake there for the Panthers. And that'll lead to an extra base for Cunningham. 11-5, runner on second. Don't want to play around here and find yourself in a bad spot. Nobody out. This is, who is this deal?
Carly Nelson, I believe.
Nelson, yeah, that's correct. Nelson has also had a decent game, if I
double base
correctly.
on balls and a hit by pitch. She's been on all 3 times.
Here's the next pitch. Finds the outside corner for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes the count to Carly Nelson. Looking for that first out of the inning. Here's Morton, and that one fouled off her foot.
Did a good job to stay alive with that one. Coach says it all the time. If you see one you don't like, try to foul it off and live to play another one. And she did a good job of staying alive on a good pitch by Morton.
Morton ready. Here's the next one. Fouled off again, this time to the right side off the fence. And Nelson's proving to be a tough out here in the top of the 7th. Calhoun battling, trying to find a way to score enough runs to stay in this ball game. Here is the next one. Popped up right over to us.
Oh, I was ready to roll, baby.
I'm telling you.
I was hoping it was coming to me.
It almost did.
I dove after one yesterday, Al.
Yes.
If I'd have dove here, I would have ended.
I didn't tell you about that deal. Yeah, Coach made a diving stop in foul territory.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything less.
I know.
If I'd have dove here, I'd have ended up at Wilson's.
It's like a vacuum cleaner in the field.
0-2 count. Back to the plate. Nice. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nelson goes down swinging for out number 1 of the inning. Good pitch up high in the zone. Got the swinging strikeout, and Morton is putting together some nice innings of work here.
Yeah, she has. This is working on her 4th inning of work, and that is her 5th strikeout.
The Panthers, I know Riley Murphy had 4 or 5 strikeouts as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
got 10 total on the day.
Pretty impressive. Nice pick. The throw down to third. And not able to make the play. And that'll be a pass ball, I believe. And I'm a little concerned about Riley. She is limping around out there. She just doesn't look right. Here's the next pitch. That one hit. That'll be a hit into the right field corner. And they nearly got the out at first. Not in time. A run will score. It's 11-6. Runner safe at first. And that was a nice piece of hitting there by T.R. Rogers, I believe.
What about the right fielder coming up almost getting out at first base?
Well, Lily came up firing, and that's good heads-up baseball, as T.R. Rogers did make it, but just by a step. And now you're going to have Kalia Morris stepping in. She struck out some tonight, I believe.
Morris, I have her down. I don't know what you have, Dale. I have her down 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and got on by fielder's choice.
Yep.
6, 4, 3, let's go.
So I guess 0 for 3.
All right, here is Morris stepping in.
Now
she
Morris
is ready to go.
Morris exited the game earlier, so she must be re-entering.
Yeah, she was the second baseman that exited. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1 the count. The double play in order. The defense at double play depth. And here we go. Morton back in the circle. Here's the pitch.
Oh, my.
Hit deep center field. It's going to get to the fence around third. And coming to the plate is Nelson. The throw to the plate, not in time. Again, didn't hit the cutoff man, and the batter will advance into third. Morris, and another run scores. And I'm not exactly sure. Coach, you tell me, is it just a mistake not hitting the cutoff man, or am I missing something?
Well, they hit the cutoff man, and then the cutoff man
threw home?
Threw it home,
okay.
And then, but it wasn't in time. It was a little bit of an errant throw. So that throw allowed the batter, the runner rather, to go ahead and take third on the throw home. So, you know, little hairy situation here because Calhoun has put 4 hits in the last 5 batters. And
yes. And now you have McLean and Smith, 8-9 batters, and then you're right back to Snodgrass, Riddle, and Wilson again.
I'll tell you, a lot of it's not real soft contact either. They're putting some balls in play with some authority here.
Yeah.
In this last inning, we think.
I would rather not have to go to the bottom of the 7th.
Right.
Don't know how you fellas feel about that.
Like to get out of this thing right now, for sure.
Yes. 1 out in the inning, runner on third base. Really, that run does not matter, and I'm sure that's what Coach Parker is telling these girls. Don't worry about the runner at third. Worry about this batter at the plate right now and get her out at all costs. It does look like Addison is in on the grass, playing in.
Well, after that swing, I think if you are Brooklyn Morton on the mound, you just go right back up there a couple of times because it looks like McLean. Yep, she's going to try to. She's going to try to make something happen, and you can probably get her to chase.
McLean swings through that one. It's 0-2 to Faith McLean. Morton back to the mound. Here's the pitch. Fouled off behind the plate. 0-2 the count remains. We are in the top of the 7th inning. Clay County leads 11-7 over Calhoun.
I'll tell you, Coach made a comment earlier. I'll say it after this. That looks
there
like
it is. Strike 3. Got her looking. Strikeout number 6 for Brooklyn Morton, and what a strikeout it was. Boy, nice pitch.
Coach said we're going to have to end this thing, or we're going to have to get these lights on. It's starting to get pretty dark down there.
Yes, I agree. Camera doesn't really do it justice. It's pretty dark. And with 1 out to go, I imagine they'll try to get the out before the lights kick on, but if any more people reach, I imagine we'll have to put them on.
Yeah, so we just end it here and save the electric bill.
Yep. Here's ball number 2, 2-0 the count. This is Gabby Smith, the catcher. What has she done so far this evening?
I've got her 1 for 3, a single, caught stealing. She also struck out and popped out to the catcher.
Here is the next pitch. It's 2-0. Swung on, hit to Morton. She hits the ground, can't make the play. 1 run will score. Smith will be safe at first. And now it's 11-8, and you're at the top of the order. Well, you just like, she couldn't quite stay on her feet right there. That was the play to make. Couldn't do it. Now Snodgrass steps in.
Calhoun not going away.
No.
Oh, man. That's
Morton
8.
Stands in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Snodgrass. 0-1 the count.
And the tying run, don't look too far ahead, Al, but the tying run is on deck in the form of Remedy Riddle.
She has power, too.
Yeah.
There's a pitch, goes high. The throw down to second. She's out of there. Out number 3, caught stealing. What a throw by Gandy. Panthers win it. Oh, my, what a way to end it.
And that is the second time Miss Smith has been caught stealing and to end the ball game.
Wow, what a play, what a throw, what a tag at second base as well. That's how it ends, folks. We'll take a quick break. We'll tally up some stats. We'll be right back right after this. Panthers win it 11-8.
In your time of need, call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia, providing all your needs for pre-needs, burial, cremation, and memorials. We have 2 locations to better serve the public: Wilson Smith Funeral Home in Clay, West Virginia, and Pennington Smith Funeral Home located in Gully Bridge, West Virginia. We offer personalized services and a caring staff. We are with you every step of the way. You will have peace of mind knowing that we are taking care of your loved one. Call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia at 304-587-4244, or Pennington Smith Funeral Home located at 331 Main Street, Gully Bridge, West Virginia at 304-632-2111. Basil W. Smith Jr., LIC owner. Tracy Osborne, office manager. Hunter Jones, apprentice. Staff members Greg Fitzwater, Bobby Joe Harmon, and Candy Dorsey.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
All right, we are back. Panthers win it 11-8 in exciting fashion. The throw out at second, caught stealing, is how it ends. For the Panthers, their second straight win in as many nights, third straight.
Third straight, yeah.
Is it third straight win?
Yeah, they swept a doubleheader yesterday.
That's right, so 3 straight wins, so a good bounce back. This team kind of coming into their own. It's time for our Clay County Schools players of the game, and Coach, I'm going to start here. And from the plate, the batting side of things, I'm going to go with Riley Murphy. Congratulations, Riley. Had a good game at the plate. She was 3 for 4 with an RBI, scored 2 runs, had a triple and 2 single, and also scored a couple runs. Very, very productive from that cleanup spot was Riley. Congratulations. She is our player of the game. And we have one more. How about from the mound, Coach? Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to put Brooklyn Morton out there. Brooklyn came in relief of Murphy, and she came in a tight situation with runners on. And in the 4th inning, she ends up getting the win, but in that 4th inning, she came in and struck out 3 straight batters and then pitched steadily the rest of the way, where she had 4 innings pitched, 6 hits. 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, only 2 walks on the day, and only 2 earned runs given up. So my player of the game would be Brooklyn Morton.
Yeah, she came in and got 3 big strikeouts.
Yes.
If you remember, the bases were loaded, nobody out. She got 3 strikeouts, which really gave us a leg up. We came back the very next half inning, scored a bunch of runs, and really put this thing on ice. So congratulations, Riley Murphy and Brooklyn Morton, our Clay County Schools players of the game. And it's been a fun one. Looking ahead at the next broadcast, I believe these girls are right back here Monday, if I'm not mistaken. And they have on the schedule, they will play Nicholas County.
On Monday, Nicholas
right here
County,
on Monday, so we'll try to bring that one to you. Looking ahead at the rest of the week, we're on spring break this week, so we have some time to do some baseball and softball. Monday, we'll try to do softball against Nicholas County. Now, Tuesday, we got a special one. We're going to try to go to Roane County. Both the boys and the girls are at Roane County. I think we're going to try to cover baseball on Tuesday at Roane, and then the rest of the week, we'll see how that all pans out. There's games on Wednesday at Nicholas. Thursday is a home baseball game against Buffalo. Softball, I believe, goes down to Putnam County on Thursday, April the 9th. And that brings us to Saturday. This softball team is right back here on Saturday for a home game versus Poca. And I believe that's an afternoon 2 o'clock start.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question. On the day that Roan boys and girls both are there. Do you know if WVRC Roan County will be doing one or the other?
I think they are going to do a track meet that day.
Oh, okay.
I actually talked to Drew and some of the guys over there, and I think they're going to do a track meet. If not, they will probably be doing the softball game, one of the two. But I think he said they were going to do the track meet, so we'll try to cover one of those. And I think when I mentioned it to him, we're going to try to do the baseball game on Tuesday. So softball Monday, baseball Tuesday, and then baseball Thursday, softball Saturday. So a lot going on. We'll try to keep everyone updated on our Facebook page. Hopefully Facebook gets up and working again because it's been struggling with the live. I don't know what's happening. That's kind of been a thing with all the WVRC channels. But we appreciate those that are watching. It's been a fun game. Any last thoughts?
My only last thought is, what an atmosphere here tonight. We had a bunch of fans in the stand. We had a bunch of kids out in the outfield playing ball, hitting ball, kicking footballs, running them around, and the girls continued their hot outings from the plate, behind the plate, pitching the ball, or hitting the ball all over the field. We had 11 hits tonight, scored 11 runs, coming off 23 and 19. So you can't ask for anything more than that.
Absolutely. It was an excellent game. Glad to get the win. We'll take a break this weekend, and we'll be right back out here Monday. Folks, thanks for tuning in, and if you can, come down and watch these girls play. You won't miss out, but if you can't, join us right here live. We'll be here on WVRC Clay County Sports. Thanks, everyone. We appreciate it. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time on Monday. Panthers win 11-8, your final. Good night.